Greetings, dear viewer. You'll be unsurprised to hear that Flattards still can't predict eclipses with precision, and still can't answer basic questions about locations in Australia using their map of Flattardia, or navigate using whatever map they think works this week. Their failure remains total. This is the case with the main testing Flattards Series 2. In addition to the list of failures mentioned in the last set of questions for Flattards, we've also seen that these bungling lunatics can't provide any valid information about how horizons work. It's time then to focus their efforts with the next set of questions for Flattards. Here is a photograph taken from above the sea. As we can see, it's a beautifully clear day with no obstruction of the horizon at all. Question 1. Here we are looking down onto what Flattards claim is a flat surface, and yet our view of that flat surface is abruptly cut short. It just stops being visible. Why? Flattards should note at this point that simply bleating, "But my perspective," is not an answer, and that if you oxygen-thieving troglodytes expect to be taken seriously, you're going to have to be more sophisticated in your answers than the class idiot who thinks he's smartly saving himself some effort by just copying the retard next to him. Back up your answer with geometry, assuming perfectly clear viewing conditions like those shown here. Question 2. When there are land formations, structures, ships and such like beyond the horizon, we can still see them in clear conditions, until such time as their distance from the observer is too great. Why then can we see objects beyond the horizon, but not the entire surface of the sea leading up to them? Think about it, Flattards. Actually think about it. Again, instead of parroting your stock phrases from your fellow simpletons, back up your answer with geometry, assuming clear viewing conditions like those shown here. You need to give a diagram of an observer on a flat surface and a detailed explanation as to why that surface can't be seen all the way to a distant object on that same flat surface. Question 3. Why, if we went higher, would we be able to see more of this supposedly flat surface? We've seen that there is a distance at which our view of the sea just sharply stops. Why does the height of the observer affect that when looking down onto a flat surface? Question 4. Provide a formula that can be used to calculate the distance at which the land or sea stops being visible to an observer at a height h meters above a flat surface. Question 5. Use your formula to calculate the altitude an observer would have to be at above the North Pole to see the whole of the giant frisbee that you cognitively stunted lunatics think you live on. Remember, Flattards, you aren't being asked to do anything complicated here, so if you're still struggling to answer basic questions about the world around you in a descriptive, quantitative and predictive manner that wouldn't be laughed at by any normally developed child, do remember that there's a simple 3-step program that you can take to improve mankind. Here it is again. Shut up, piss off, and when you get there, piss off again.